Good day, my BC-250 friends. The news about 8 CPU cores unlock on BC-250 board made a small explosion in the BC-250 community, and a lot of smart people started to work around for more convenient way of unlocking the CPU cores. So today I'm gonna continue this topic, and also I'm gonna include the performance benchmarks comparing 6 cores BC-250 performance against 8 cores. The project I'm gonna talk about is made by user Forbidden Darkness. So he actually made a BIOS tool which incorporates the CPU unlock function, and it makes it more convenient than running the script. It allows you to flash the BIOS and have additional menu in CPU options where you can enable 8 cores unlock or keep it stock when you disable it. The related files which you require are inside of the project. Additionally, the files I also dropped to my Google disk drive, same folder which I used in the past for flashing the BIOS in my previous video, so you can get it from the official project, or you can copy the files from my Google disk drive. All these files which you see, you just drop them to formatted USB stick, boot your BC-250 from USB stick, and follow few simple steps. So let's go ahead with the flashing the BIOS, and after that let's see some fresh benchmarks about BC-250 performance with 8 cores against 6 cores. Stay with me. So the same way as I already did described in my previous video, you have to copy the files to the stick, then you have to go to the BIOS and boot from the stick. Here you can see the EFI menu. So you first have to verify that you are in the correct folder. In my case, I have to go to FS1. By typing dir, you can see the files are on the memory stick. After that, you need to run FUI fix 64 EFI program. Here you can see that you need a prefix O to backup your old BIOS. I suggest you do it. So you type the name of your file, of the backup file, and make prefix O. After that, you wait until the program will save your current BIOS file to the same USB stick, and once it's completed, you will be able to flash the new BIOS with 8 cores unlock. Now, when the reading of the BIOS is completed, let's do the flash. So here you can see the name of the file which I use is 8coresteam.rom. So I'm typing the name of the file, and then you put prefix P and prefix N and hit enter. It will take some time to flash the BIOS, and as soon as it's completed and you receive successful message of the flashing completion, you will have to power cycle your board, and after that, once it's off, you need to clear the CMOS. For this, you need to move the jumper for clearing the CMOS for a few seconds, and after that to put it back, or to remove the battery, wait for 20-30 seconds and put it back. After this, you will be able to boot back, go to the BIOS, and you will find in the CPU configuration there is Unlock CPU CORES option. Once you select it as enabled, all 8 cores will be on. After that, you will need to put back your standard fan curve if you're using this one. That's what I'm doing right now. Alright, it looks good for me. Then you need to go to graphical menu and put your VRAM allocation to 512 megabytes if this is what you use. And after that you just need to save and the boot normally to the Steam OS. And as soon as your Steam or Bazzite is booted, you can verify in the system menu that you have now 8 cores available. Same can be done if you are booting to the desktop mode. Same can be done by checking via the console, or as I'm doing in my case, using the CPU X. It's important to say that in case of any problems after enabling 8 cores, you can always reset CMOS and come back to the standard 6 cores configuration. Also, if you would like just to come back from 8 to 6 cores, it's important to say that for this you have to switch off BC after making changes in the BIOS. Alright, that's it, and now it's time to test some games